Over 100 million people have been driven from their homes across the world as conflict and climate change fuel a humanitarian crisis. 9 months of war between Russia and Ukraine have disrupted food exports, and around 45 million people in 37 countries are currently facing starvation, according to the UN. The shortfall in funding for next year for the world's neediest isn't the fault of donor countries. It's more about the sheer scale of multiple crises to hit the planet at the same time.
The gap is because of the needs, not because of the funding. And the needs are going up because we've been smitten by the war in Ukraine, by COVID, by climate. And I fear that 2023 is going to be an acceleration of all those trends. And that's why we say in this report and generally that we hope 2023 will be a year of solidarity, just as 2022 has been a year of suffering.
Public health is under pressure due to COVID-19 and outbreaks of diseases like Ebola and cholera. Climate change is driving up risks and vulnerability, and by the end of the century, extreme heat could claim as many lives as cancer.
339 million people, a 25% increase of the total from 2022. 65 million people more next year than this year. And that increase is a steady increase in the last few years. Since 2019, if you look back at the trends, it's been going up steadily by about that amount. It's spiked with COVID, it went up. Unfortunately, it didn't come down after COVID, but the numbers have been steadily increasing. So the next year is going to be the biggest humanitarian program in the world.
For people on the brink, this UN appeal is a lifeline. For the international community, it's a strategy to make good on the pledge by rich nations to leave no one behind. John Cookson, Arise News.